back to my channel. So today I am 36 weeks pregnant, which means I am officially 9 months pregnant. I cannot believe it. I have been thinking about this time since I found out that I was pregnant, and I would be like, oh my God, I wonder what I'm going to be like when I finally reach 9 months. And here I am. This pregnancy has gone by unbelievably fast, and now I only have 4 weeks left, which blowing my mind. And he can also come earlier or a little bit later. So yep, but pretty much we only have 4 weeks left, which is so crazy to me. But anyway, so I'm going to get right into the baby stats. So this week, baby is the size of a head of romaine. He weighs 7.5 pounds and is 18.6 inches long, which to me, that seems like a full-grown baby. And I know that they gain like half a pound a week. So I have a feeling this is gonna be a big baby. And this week, the baby's lungs are fully formed, and he also has taste buds this week, which is pretty cool. And then as for symptoms this week, I have been having insomnia so terribly bad. I am up every single hour, going to the bathroom, and then when I get back to bed, I'm just wide awake. Yeah, it really stinks. And I know that it's just your body's way of preparing you for being up with the baby all night, but I do kind of feel like I'd be more prepared if I was getting some sleep, but it's all for the baby. I've actually started having back pain, which I have not experienced this entire pregnancy, which I'm very thankful about. And it's nothing too horrible, but my lower back has definitely been kind of like crampy, I guess. Like it almost feels like period cramps, but in your back. So I've been having that. And then I've also been having cervix pain, which I'll talk about a little bit more. I really thought that I was dilated, but I'll tell you about my doctor's visit and what they said. But I have been having cervix pain, especially when like walking around for long periods of time. And speaking of walking, I have also been walking a lot slower, and it's a lot more hard for me to get around. I feel huge, I look huge, and I'm like waddling around. To go on top of the walking slower, I have been swelling like nobody's business. By the end of the day, my feet are huge. My feet are huge, my hands are huge, even my ankles and my legs are huge. So it makes it very difficult to put shoes on. I've basically only been wearing flip-flops, and I really can't walk around too much, at least for like long periods of time. So that's been going on. Oh, and then I have a little story. So on Wednesday night, I was having insomnia like usual. I was getting up like every hour, and my back was hurting me. And then I woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and I like rolled over to like get out of bed, and my back was hurting so terribly bad. And then all of a sudden the pain in my back started to radiate forward into my stomach. And it was like it was like a real contraction, not a Braxton Hicks contraction. This was a real contraction. And I was in so much pain, and I got up and I peed, and it was still like contracting and painful. And I had to like breathe through it. Like I could talk because I woke Brendan up, but it was definitely like pain in my, like a contraction pain. And I was so scared. I'm like, the baby is coming right now. So I ended up waking Brendan up, and I'm like, we should stay awake and see if this happens again. And if it happens again, I'm gonna call my pediatrician. My practice has a 24-hour nurses line that you can call if anything happens in the middle of the night. So I waited like 20 minutes and nothing happened, but the contraction did happen for like a minute and a half, and then I didn't have another one. So I just went back to bed, and then I woke up in the morning and I felt fine. So that was like really scary to me. I thought the baby was gonna come. But yeah, so that happened. So I'll tell you about my doctor's appointment that happened. So that was Wednesday, and then Friday I had my doctor's appointment. So I told them what happened, how I had like a real contraction. And so they checked to see if I was dilated, and I'm not dilated. And then they checked my blood pressure, and they said that it was slightly high. It was 144, and I'm supposed to be 140. But so they ended up taking a blood test and a urine test, and all those results were fine. So they basically said it was probably just like a bad Braxton Hicks contraction, but it definitely felt like a real contraction to me. Oh, and I also got an ultrasound on Friday, and baby weighs 7.5 pounds. And at first I didn't think that I heard the ultrasound tech right. I'm like, 6.5 pounds? And she goes, no, 7.5 pounds. And I was like, oh my God, this is a big baby. So he's in the 80th percentile. And then last time that they weighed him, he was in the 57th percentile, which was like right in the middle. So now he's on the bigger side. I can't believe how much he's grown in just a couple of weeks. So that happened, and I got another ultrasound picture, which I'll probably crop and I can put it in the video so you guys can see, but he looks exactly like me. It's so crazy. So that's what happened at my doctor's appointment. And then if you haven't seen the video already, I did have a surprise baby shower, which was so great. It was one of my old neighbors threw it, and I thought that I was just going over her house for lunch. And then I got there and she threw me a little baby shower. So I'll insert some pictures of that too. But no, that was so great and so unexpected. And I got so much stuff. And I also have another baby shower, which I'm sure is going to be just as crazy. So I'm very grateful, and it was just really nice and sweet. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that has happened this week. So now I'm going to show you my 36-week belly. All right, so here is my 36-week belly. I've definitely grown a lot this week, and I can show you, I don't know what that is, but see, here is my 36-week belly. And it's from the side and the front. It's definitely looking like perfectly round. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has been watching my videos. I have noticed that 90% of the people that watch me are not subscribed. So if you are watching my videos, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.